5 weeks back, I chanced upon my high school bully. 5 years back, I praised the fact I would no longer be subject to his sly, lascivious sneer. Those 5 years of wishing for a jock that would beat me to a pulp, or a country lad that would hold my head under the toilet. Anything to replace the daily diminishment by inches, by insults. I think that's why I stopped growing in grade 10. My mind had finally minimized me, mattering, destroyed with smatterings of digs until finally I was undermined. This is your chance, I thought. 5 years of bitterness and beratings and uncaring, unscarring beatings. Bring back the crap, the callousness, the craving for calm. I bring up my fist and I wave. What? My body moves on casual acquaintance autopilot while my brain begs me to shut the fuck up. I hug him, idiot. I ask him how he's doing, fucking idiot. I laugh at his jokes, fucking piss weak idiot. All the while, my mind is manic, showing off its scars like a tour of sights from a world war only I fought. Here's the beach of normal body, something you spent years trying to aspire to because the guy you're sat across from told you you look like Squidward if he was a burn victim. But I don't listen. The clock ticks, he talks, and something flicks. My senses shift. My synapses bypass my brain and hit my heart. I notice, after 5 years' time, the puppy fat is gone, stripped by the prescribed student diet of slowly burgeoning existential dread and 3 a.m. goring. The pride is gone. That surety in future lodgings on Easy Street is tough when the best your budget can make is Bundaberg. The sneer is gone. He regards me with what can only be described as nostalgia, and for the first time, after 5 years' time, I feel warmth when he smiles. The idea that all our selves are replaced in 5, 7, 10 years is a myth, a poetic parlance that pales as a hypothesis. My neurons were born with me, get bored with me, cry with me, and die with me. But after 5 years' time, I can hug my high school bully and see fondness in his eyes, a synaptic shift from mind to what matters. We haven't talked in 5 years, you and me. We haven't touched in 5 years. We haven't told each other how we've been doing these past 5 years. We have more scars now. We both drive cars now. We've cared and had love affairs and carried on. After 5 years' time, you've seen the world and I've lived in others. After 5 years' time, our friends are no longer shared. After 5 years' time, my neurons have never forgotten you. After 5 years' time, I'm still so goddamn scared. Because after 5 years' time, your playlist is still in circulation, and I'm trying to find the articulation enough to write to you. My fingers on the keyboard, I'm writing and backspacing before I close because the words just don't ring true. I can sing and speak my art to strangers, but really nothing changes because with you, after 5 years' time, I'm still that kid that's wishing for the beatings. I'm still that kid not growing and not eating. That kid just brave enough, despite the fact that he'd had enough of the inches and the insults and the idiot, fucking piss weak, stupid, young, far braver than me, idiot. So before another 5 years' time,